Hello! Welcome everybody to our Bible lesson number 9, the Tower of Babel. In our previous lesson, we talked about how God saved Noah, his family, and the animals from the big flood. If you want to watch that story, I will put it in the description below. Let's begin with our lesson for today. After the great flood, Noah's sons and their wives began to have children who grew up and had more children. Soon, there were again many families on the earth. The families covered much land, and they still all spoke the same language. As they journeyed from the east, they came to a place and said to each other, "This will be a great place for us to settle down. Why should we go any further?" they said. "Let's stay here and be comfortable, and let us make ourselves a great nation. We don't want to be scattered all over the world. Let's build a splendid city with a huge tower at its center, so tall that it will reach to the sky." Their hearts were full of pride and their own self-importance as they said, "Look what we have done and what we will do." They would soon become just as wicked as the people who had lived before the flood. So the people started to build their tower. They found that the soil could be made into bricks and heated to make them hard. And they found tar, which they used for mortar to bind the bricks together. Everyone helped, and soon the tower began to grow quite high. Day after day and week after week, the world's first skyscraper began to rise above the plain of Shinar. Then God saw what they were doing. He knew that they had left him out of their lives, thinking only on how clever they were. For their own good, God had to stop them, and he did it by causing them to speak different languages. Today, we have many languages in the world, like English, Spanish, French, and many more. What languages do you speak? It's hard to understand another language we don't speak. Back then, all the people spoke the same language. So one morning, when the people came to work on the tower, something very strange happened. Suddenly, throughout the city, people were not speaking the same language anymore. They could not understand each other. One man would say, "May I borrow your tools?" And the other man had no idea what he was saying. Is he asking for more bricks? It was a big confusion. They became frustrated. No matter how loud they shouted, they just couldn't understand each other. Probably tried to point it at things and continue building, but that didn't help. Nothing was getting accomplished, so they gave up trying to work together and they stopped building that tower. Finally, one man said to his family, "This is way too confusing. Let's move from here." Slowly, small groups were formed with those that could communicate with and understand each other. At last, no one was left to continue building that tower. It became known as the Tower of Babel. The word Babel means mixed up or confused. This story shows that as clever as the people of Babel were, they couldn't accomplish anything of lasting value if they wouldn't honor and obey God. However good the work is that we're doing, it would fail if God doesn't bless it. We should always consult God in prayer about our plans and ask for guidance that our actions will be according to His plans in our lives. Let's memorize our Bible verse for today. Unless God builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Psalm 127:1. Don't forget to ask God about your plans for today, or tomorrow, or next year. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. See you soon. Bye.